Right now, some people frustrated with Elon Musk and his involvement in the federal government are taking out their anger on his company, Tesla. Some Tesla owners are receiving hate from others simply for driving their vehicles. Elon Musk has faced his fair share of controversies, but this one is just crazy. The UK has officially banned the Tesla Cybertruck, calling it unsafe for public roads. To make matters worse, police have already seized one from a driver in Manchester. But why exactly is Britain saying no to one of Tesla's most talked-about vehicles? Is it about safety regulations or something bigger? And most importantly, will other countries follow suit? In this video, we'll break down the shocking reasons behind the ban, Elon Musk's reaction, and what this means for the future of the Cybertruck in Europe. Let's get started. It all began with a routine police stop in Greater Manchester. Officers spotted something unusual, an enormous matte black Tesla Cybertruck, a vehicle that isn't legally allowed on UK roads. The driver, a permanent UK resident, had registered the truck abroad, likely hoping to sidestep the country's strict regulations. But it didn't work. Police pulled the driver over, confirmed the vehicle was illegal, and seized it on the spot under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act. Just like that, one of the world's most hyped electric vehicles was officially off British roads. This wasn't just a minor paperwork issue or a technicality. The UK government had already made it clear that the Cybertruck does not meet safety standards and is completely banned from public roads. This isn't an isolated case. It's a full-scale rejection of Tesla's boldest creation by British authorities. Even if someone manages to import one, it's not going anywhere. At least, not legally. One major issue was the lack of a certificate of conformity, a document required for all road-legal vehicles in Europe to ensure they meet regional safety and environmental standards. Without it, the Cybertruck is officially unfit for British roads. But for Cybertruck enthusiasts, the problem runs even deeper. It's not just about missing paperwork. The vehicle itself fundamentally doesn't comply with UK road laws. Police emphasized that even if the driver had registered and insured it properly, the truck still wouldn't have been allowed on public roads due to serious safety concerns. The seizure sent a strong message. British authorities are not going to bend the rules for Tesla, no matter how popular or futuristic the vehicle may be. With the Cybertruck now effectively blacklisted, Tesla fans are left wondering, what exactly makes this truck so dangerous in the UK? Let's dive into the specific reasons why the Cybertruck was deemed illegal, and they might surprise you. The Cybertruck looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, sharp, angular, and built like a tank. But while its aggressive design might turn heads, it's also the main reason it's banned in the UK. This isn't just about bureaucratic red tape. The Cybertruck fundamentally doesn't comply with British road laws. From pedestrian safety violations to its sheer size and weight, there are several reasons why this vehicle isn't welcome on UK roads. UK safety regulations prohibit vehicles with external projections that could increase injury risks in a crash. Most modern cars have carefully designed, rounded edges to soften impacts, but the Cybertruck does the opposite. Its stainless steel exoskeleton is made of rigid, unyielding panels with razor-sharp angles. In the event of a collision, instead of absorbing impact, the Cybertruck's body could turn into a giant metal blade, making it especially dangerous for pedestrians and cyclists. That alone is a deal-breaker for UK regulators. The Cybertruck is massive, weighing over 3,100 kilograms, 6,800 pounds, and that's before adding passengers and cargo. In the UK, most standard driver's licenses, Category B, only allow people to drive vehicles up to 3,500 kilograms. The Cybertruck pushes that limit dangerously close and, in some configurations, even exceeds it. That means most drivers would need a Category C1 license, typically required for commercial vehicles and small trucks. For an everyday consumer vehicle, that's unheard of. Unlike traditional vehicles, the Cybertruck doesn't have a physical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. Instead, it relies entirely on electronic signals to control direction. UK regulations require that steering systems must be manually inspected for safety approval, but because Tesla's system is purely digital, it can't be physically tested the way the law demands. Without regulatory approval, it's an automatic disqualification from UK roads. The Cybertruck's futuristic full-width LED light bar might look sleek, but it doesn't comply with British road regulations. UK law requires headlights to have specific positioning, brightness levels, and individual housing for main and secondary lights. But this raises a bigger question. Why is the Cybertruck allowed in the US but not in Britain? Let's break down the key differences between American and British safety standards, and why they're clashing over Tesla's most controversial vehicle. In the US, the Cybertruck is a 5-star safety-rated vehicle according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. It passed frontal, side impact, and rollover tests with impressive scores, proving its strength as a durable and safe vehicle for American roads. But in the UK, that same design isn't just questionable, it's flat-out illegal. This is where things get interesting. The Cybertruck isn't failing safety tests, it's failing an entirely different set of rules. The difference comes down to how each country defines safety. In the US, crash tests focus heavily on how well a vehicle protects the people inside. The Cybertruck's thick stainless steel body, rigid exoskeleton, and massive weight make it a fortress in a crash. It holds up extremely well in high-speed collisions, reducing injuries for Tesla passengers. The U.S. also prioritizes crash survival rates for occupants, meaning heavier, more durable vehicles often score higher. But in the UK and the broader European Union, the focus is different. British and EU regulations place equal, if not greater, emphasis on how safe a vehicle is for pedestrians and other road users. It's not just about surviving a crash, it's about reducing the damage a vehicle causes in the first place. And this is exactly where the Cybertruck fails miserably. In the US, being built like a tank is often a compliment. In the UK, it's a problem. Modern cars are designed to crumple in an accident, absorbing impact so that less force is transferred to the people inside and outside the vehicle. The Cybertruck doesn't crumple. Its 30x cold-rolled stainless steel body is so strong that it resists deformation, meaning the full force of a crash gets transferred directly to whatever it hits. This makes it extremely dangerous for smaller cars, cyclists, and pedestrians. Another issue is weight distribution. The Cybertruck weighs nearly 7,000 pounds, heavier than many SUVs and even some light-duty trucks. While that weight helps protect passengers in the US, in the UK, it makes the truck a high-risk road hazard. In a collision with a standard British car, the smaller vehicle absorbs nearly all the impact, drastically increasing fatality risks.